Hi guys, with this video today, I want to go ahead and talk about Genesis mining versus Eobot, or Eobot, or however you want to call it. Some people call it Eobot, but I'll just say Eobot, whatever. So yeah, I want to go ahead and do some comparisons and do some numbers with you guys over these two sites. And dang cat trying to get my flap again. But yeah, I want to go ahead and do some comparisons with you guys and let you guys see some numbers, and that way you guys can decide what you want to do. As far as if you decide that you want to join either one of these sites. I guess let me go ahead and first talk about prices, which of course is one of the most important aspects about these two. On Eobot, it does cost currently right now 22 cents for 1 gigahash. That's of course for the 4.0. You can't buy the 3.0 no more. You can mine for it on here, but you can't buy it no more, which I wish you could since it's only 2 cents. But the 4.0 on here that they have is a lot more powerful though than the 3.0 version is though. So it's like I said, 22 cents for 1 gigahash, but it's actually more expensive though this way than Genesis mining would be, because like for example, on Genesis mining you can get $30 worth, which is 200 gigahashes, and that's of course for $30. But if you run the numbers here on Eobot, so that'd be 0.22 times 200 gigahashes, it'd be $44. So you take that minus the $30 from Genesis, and there's a $14 difference there that you can see. So right there, right off the bat, as far as prices goes, you actually would be better off to start out with Genesis mining as far as the pricing goes than you would be with Eobot. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's good and bad things about both of these sites, but looking back as far as when I was starting the mining and everything, as far as the cloud mining goes, I would have started out with Genesis mining if I would have known this first. I would have started out with them, and then later on down the line went ahead and started working with Eobot instead. But I didn't realize it at first because I didn't even take a look at Genesis mining at first, which I wish now I did, but it is what it is. Right now I do have currently though 1021 gigahashes on Eobot, and one of the good things about Eobot though is that if you are brand new though to mining and you're like extremely broke, you have hardly like 2 cents to put together, you can join Eobot for free though. And every single day you can do the faucet that they have, and it gives you a few satoshis, usually like 200 Bitcoin satoshis, somewhere around that effect. I mean, it's different each day, of course. And then of course you can use that for your cloud mining to get started with. What you want to do though, if you do have to go that route, if you have to start out that way, you want to go ahead and set your mining on the 4.0 gigahash power. You want to set it on that first, and then once you set on that and it's already at the point where it could start mining this the gigahashes on here, then that's when you want to go ahead and do the faucet and claim the faucet every single day. And then by doing so, it'll start your gigahash going for you as far as your mining goes. It'll get you started, get the ball rolling. Obviously, it's going to be extremely low still. So if you really want to get it going good, you do have to put some money into it. But I mean, that goes without saying. That's all cloud mining, of course, you have to put some money into it if you want to get it to go at a pretty good rate though, as far as speed. Let me go ahead and do this capture real quick though, and that way you'll get an understanding or get an idea as far as how much satoshis that they give you. Like I said, it's different each day, so don't think that what you get today is going to be the same tomorrow as well. But it's that simple. You just go ahead and put the capture in there real quick. On this one I got 20 Doge because that's what I'm mining right now. Let me go back to the account here. But like I said, if you are brand new and you don't have any money to start out with, set your mining first on the gigahash power, the 4.0, so that way you can use that to start out with though when you do that faucet. But another thing that is nice though about this site is the fact that they do have a lot of different coins that you can mine for though. Ethereum, Litecoin, Steam, Dogecoin, Ripple, Dash, BitShares, XEM, Monero's popular, of course, Zcash, Bitcoin, Lisk, Made Safe, and so forth. You can even actually mine for gold for that matter, and they send it to your address once you get to a certain amount. Once you get to, I guess it's 1 full ounce, which right now would be $46.32 worth at this current time. If you get to that point, then they'll go ahead and send that out to your address. You do have to tell them to go ahead and ship it, but they'll go ahead and do that for you though. And these are just, of course, still some more stats. I got a little bit of the 3.0 going on too, because you can, like I said, you can mine for the 3.0 on here as well. And then I also do have a USB miner going as well too, but it's almost pointless, is because it's so slow on the mining on it. It's retarded. It's crazy. It's almost even pointless. Later down the line, though, I do plan on getting some more miners on, but that's going to take some time first off. Now, another thing I wanted to point out too, actually, is one other thing that is nice about this though is you can also use your own miners to mine with. In fact, let me go ahead and show you real quick. You can see here, that's actually nice. It's actually catching some of those blocks right there, as you can see. But yeah, you can use a program called CG Miner, and there's other ones you can choose from as well that you can use to mine with. I got some congestion going on right now. But go ahead and click on Pull Info after you join, and then it'll give you the links to go to as far as downloading the different miners. If you got a good graphics card, then you can use that. I don't have one because I'm using a laptop, so I can't even use that right now. But yeah, you can definitely use that if you got a good graphics card though. You can use a regular CPU miner as well, where it uses your own computer chip to mine with. And here is the information if you ever want to see what your link is to use as far as mining. Of course, you copy and paste that in, and then copy and paste your username, and then put in X for the password. It's that simple. Which, by the way, if you guys do have a good miner and you feel like mining for me for a little while, feel free. Here's the information right here. If you want to take a look and want to go ahead and mine for it, you can put that in right there. The link, the username, and the password, and there you go. It's appreciated. But yeah, also too, if you need any help as well when you join the site, they do have a chat room, and there's lots of people in here on any given time that will help you out. I've been in there myself too many times, helping people out on different questions. So it's definitely a good community as far as everybody trying to help each other get started and help each other make some money with mining. And another thing too that is nice about the site though is you can also see stats on other people as far as what they're mining as well. They are very transparent on this site, and that means, of course, you can take a look at the different people mining and see what they are mining and see how much they're making as well too, for that matter, because I've even done that before several times on the site. I have clicked on somebody, usually like the American flag, so I can see what they're making as far as in American dollars, and you'll get to see how fast they're mining as far as their speed, and get to see how much money they're making, because you can count it up. Because that is another thing that's nice about this too, is it does have a ticker, and it shows, like this one here is just ticking away, because this guy's got so much of gigahash going on right now on his that it's just ticking away for the Bitcoin. So he's actually making some real good money every single day with this site though. More than likely he probably does have his own miners as well, so it's not just cloud mining on here. He's probably got his own miners that he uses at home as well too though. That's probably what's going on though. But yeah, you can see he's got let's see, 198,917 on the 3.0 gigahash. He's got 7,273 on the 4.0 gigahash. Now, if he had this amount right here up on the 4.0 instead, he would definitely be banking. He would be making a ton of money. I mean, he's already making real good money now as it is. As you can see, he's got $447 right now in his account right now as we speak, and 379 of that dollars is in Bitcoin right now. So he's definitely doing good. But if he had that in 4.0, he'd be doing a whole lot better. But then again, like I said, you got to consider the pricing as far as, can you afford to get that high too though? That's the question. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it as far as showing this site. I'm going to go ahead and go to Genesis here in a second. Let me just look through different things in here. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, you click on the links too, of course, after you join, and take a look at them. Oh, one other thing too. actually I forgot to mention is, where is it at? Let me see here. Redeem. Okay. Now, another thing you do have on here, which is interesting, is that once you get to the point where you have enough mining speed, you can go ahead and train your mining speed, trade it in for a actual physical miner too if you want. So if you want to get yourself Antminer S5 or Antminer S7, if you got enough of your mining speed on here, like for example the S7 would be 4,730 of the 3.0, then you can go ahead and contact them and let them know that's what you want to do, and they'll go ahead and take your mining speed as payment and go ahead and send you out this Antminer over to your address. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice too then, that they actually do that though. I mean, myself, I don't want to do that. I want to keep my cloud mining, because that's the thing, is I don't want to have to do the electricity costs on that just yet. Like I said, I will be working on getting some miners, but until I come across that bridge, I don't want to obviously pay for no electricity extra on that right now though, especially on these type of AIM miners, because these are going to be high, of course, on the electricity though. But yeah, it's there if you want to do that though. It's there actually as a option. So that's nothing as far as this one. Let me go ahead and go over to Genesis. As you can see, of course, if you don't already know about Genesis, there is several different coins you can still mine for on this one too. Obviously Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Ether, and Zcash, and also I believe Doge as well too. Let me go ahead and click on allocation. If I can remember, I think I did see that before. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, Uno as well. I don't even know what Uno is. I don't even know what kind of coin that is, actually, to tell you the truth. BTCD, ZEC, which is the one I've seen earlier for sure, of course. Doge, which is still actually a bit popular, even though it's small in price. So yeah, several different coins, of course, that you can mine for on Genesis as well too. But like I said, one of the best things about Genesis though is the fact of the pricing though, because as you've seen earlier, I ran those numbers, and when it comes to getting the best price for the mining right now, this is one of the best sites I can see as far as the speed and the price that you can get. Let me go ahead and put this over here. So yeah, it's 200 gig hashes, of course. That's what you get. So yeah, I mean, you can get that, and then it's $30, of course, to start out with that, and then obviously if you want to get more, you can. It's 2,500, 35. So yeah, there you go. And let's see, trying to see what 1 terahash will be. There we go. 1 terahash will be $150. In fact, let me do the numbers on that too for you, just to see if we can take a look at that. So 0.22 times 1,000. That would be $220 if you did that over on Eobot, compared to $150 here on Genesis Mining. So minus 150, and that would be $70 difference. So that's a pretty significant difference when it comes to some mining, definitely for sure. And like I said, I would have definitely did this route for sure if I would have known this first. I would have still joined Eobot eventually. Excuse me, but to tell you the truth, I would have definitely joined Genesis first, though, for sure, to start out with. And another thing too, that's nice, or actually better as far as the side on Genesis, is the fact that there is daily payouts, though, for sure, and even on small amounts, though, because on most of the coins on Eobot, you have to have a higher payout before you can actually do your payout, though, which I don't like that. I like to be able to get mine even at a lower amount if I want to, though. And here on Genesis, you can do that though, because you can see here I'm getting 0.001 for my payout right now on Dash, which really only comes out to about 12 cents currently. I think 12 or 13 cents is what it comes out to. So definitely a very low payment, but I'm actually able to get it, and it's every single day like clockwork, because I've been getting those emails, and I get to see it on my phone every single day. It's usually around, I think it's around 2 o'clock is when it comes in. But yeah, it's definitely nice to be able to see that every single day now, though, for sure, just like clockwork. What else was I going to say here? I mean, as far as joining on either one of these, I will definitely have the link in the description area of this video. So of course, feel free to use those if you want to join. If you're not already on Eobot, feel free to go ahead and join that one too. And like I said, even if you want to start out with a very low amount, you can do that. You can just do the faucet every day if you want to, if you don't have any money yet to put into it. But another thing you can think about is if you're making decent money already on Genesis mining, you can go ahead and put some of that money into Eobot as well. So that way you're making money from mining on 2 different sites instead of just the one site, because it's good to spread your money around so that way you're not all on one site, because if one of them happens to go down, then you don't have to have a heart attack. I mean, obviously we don't want that to happen for either one of these, but it's not going to be the end of the world if you got your money spread out on both of the sites though. So definitely something to think about them on that. I think that's about it though, really. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to say. Oh, another thing I forgot now. One thing I did want to talk about was somebody did go ahead and use my code to do an upgrade with their Genesis mining. So of course, because they did that, I was able to get a little bit of the mega hash on the dash, because that's what they used to upgrade with. So I do appreciate that, guys. And I went ahead and sent him over an email and sent him a one of my traffic programs that I make for doing that as well, as a appreciation for doing that, for using my code. And another thing too, I actually I almost forgot to mention, is that if you guys ever want to also buy any of my traffic software, I can obviously take PayPal payments for it, but I can also take obviously cryptocurrencies as well too. So if you want to send me some Bitcoin for it, Litecoin, let's see what else I would take for it. Dashcoin, definitely. If you want to send any one of those, Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Dash, then I'll take those for payment. I'm not worried about Dogecoin because I got enough mining speed to get that just fine. Even for that matter, if you want to send Monero, I'll take that as well too for payment for any of my traffic softwares. And most of my softwares are around $10 or more as far as what I sell them for. So if you are interested, feel free to send me a message. We'll get back to you as soon as I can on that though. And we'll see if we can get you some traffic software going real quick too then. There's different ones I use myself on a regular basis. One of the ones I use on a regular basis is traffic exchange sites. I have built some traffic software for those, so I use those for sure. There's another site called PageRank Cafe that I use on a regular basis too. That seems to do pretty good, and you'll see those videos on my channel as well. All you gotta do is look back on the previous videos, and you'll be able to see some videos talking about how those programs work and seeing those in action. So, yep, I think that's about it, guys. Guys, of course, if you ever have any questions or concerns, let me know, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as I can. You know what? That's crazy. They took off the 3.0. Huh. That must be recent then. They must have recently did that, because it used to be that you could mine for the 3.0 as well too on here. Huh. Maybe it's just okay. Unless I'm tripping. It seems to me like I can remember that it was in there to mine for too though as well. Maybe I'm tripping though. Maybe I just wasn't thinking about that right, because it's on here for sure too still. That's another thing though on here, is every 10 minutes you can set this where it'll rotate. So you can just check mark whichever one that you want to do, whichever one you want this to mine for, and every 10 minutes it will randomly pick one of these and start mining for one of those that you have check marked. So you can do the 3.0 as well, of course, and then any of these other ones as well too. Some of these other ones, in case you're wondering, like for example, the SETI one and the cloud forwarding or whatever, these are more for like research. So you're not really going to get a real big return on these if you try to mine for any of these. Search for extraterrestrial entities is what this one is for, to do the research on that one. So it's pulling resources together by using lots of different computers instead of just the computers that stare at the actual labs that they have. And this one too is another one. I think this one might be for like cancer or something. I would have to look back on these again too, but one of these I think is for like cancer as well too. So maybe it's the cure coin. But anyways, you guys can take a look at that too when you join. And so if you want to use your mining power to do that too, to help on those out, then you can do that as well too. I know, of course, obviously some people donate on a regular basis to different societies like the Cancer Society and things like that, but if you want to actually use your mining power instead, then you can do that though too. You can go that route. But yep, that should be it then, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, like I said, let me know. The code, again, will be in the description area as far as my Genesis mining, so if you want to use that, feel free to use that. And that should be it then, guys. So hit the thumbs up button and subscribe button, and you guys have a great day.